Hey guys, just a quick little video. I just want to thank the young lady who took the time to compose this video message for me in response to the other day when I was feeling so down, feeling some kind of way that day. Anyway, she responded to me with some beautiful, beautiful reminders. And I just want to tell her thank you so much. And a lot of the things that she said in this message, things I have already experienced and just hadn't shared it yet with you guys, and things that she says I may experience, which gave me confirmation again that I'm on the right path as to who I am. And she helped me also to remember that being a star seed, light worker, whatever you call it, and I'm still remembering all of this stuff. This journey, guys, this awakening is again, is really cool, and I see the transformation of what's happening, the awakening, the path, and I'm meeting other people that are like-minded, and we're sort of piecing ourselves together. It's really odd, and I know a lot of people that are not awake to this. You think we're crazy, and it's okay because that's the way it's supposed to be. And that was another gentle reminder from my dear, dear sister, that everything that's happening and the way it's happening is supposed to happen exactly this way. And again, I kept asking myself, what's the purpose of this channel? Why would I do this? And I think this is why. This is why it's very therapeutic for me to get this out, and it's helped me on my path, on this journey. And I'm also touching the lives of others who may not be awake, who are awakening. I don't know. But I am attracting like-minded people, and it's again, it's so confirming, because like this young lady, a lot of the things that she put in that video message, she couldn't have known what was in my head. And a lot of the things that she said, I got 100% confirmation. And I thank our grand creator, the source, father, daddy, whatever you want to call him. I thank him for that. Anyway, I was thinking that I see the channel sort of shifting a little bit from this awakening moment, and I know a lot of people watch that video and immediately they think, I'm born again. That mindset. I don't mean to be disrespectful by saying that, but I know a lot of people from the messages I get, and then the number of the people who are viewing this, it's mind-boggling to me. And a lot of these people think that I'm awakening to the born again Jesus thing, or I'm a Hebrew Israelite and Yah is awakening his people. And I see that a lot. And what that does for me, because of my research and everything that I've learned about the dueling gods, and I may be off here. And again, this is my journey, guys. I'm not teaching anything. This is kind of this is what it kind of seems like to me. Again, we have this duality. We have these battling gods, little gods. And the little gods I'm speaking of are, let's go back to the Sumerian text. Who were the two gods that were battling? Enki and Enlil, brothers, half brothers. And it's always been that way. And what I'm thinking is that maybe Enki is the serpent, because he has a little bit of fondness for us. Yes, what he did to us is messed up and all that, but he loves us in his own kind of twisted way. So he let us know about the tree. Because Enlil, who can't stand us, told us, don't you eat from that tree, because that's the knowledge of letting us know that we have everlasting life. And he, again, if y'all would just do the research, if you would just step out of your comfort zone and look at this stuff again, it makes so much sense. There's a duality all through the scriptures. And another thing this young lady mentioned, this awakening thing, and I get so passionate about it because I'm seeing it's kind of clicking and firing off in my head, and I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm here to help awaken, but maybe I'm going about my approach a little bit too forward, especially with my loved ones. Because it has caused a lot of division in my household with my spiritual journey. It's like I'm on fire. I can't turn this off. This awakening happened to me about 3 years ago now. And since that time, I have just been reading everything I can get my hands on, watching YouTube videos, anything that it's almost like I seem guided to it, or I may ask a question, just, I want the answer to this, and a video will pop up from some, say for instance, the one about YHWH and Satan, because I know that there's duality there, but then the Father is there too. So I'm seeing three, especially in the Genesis, the very front of the Bible. I see three because I see the grand creator, and then I see these dueling brothers, Enki and Enlil. Layers and layers and layers of stuff, guys. And the more I look into this stuff, the more I get confirmation. Pieces are like piecing, anyway. Again, there's no journey for me anymore, because I have arrived to where I think I'm supposed to be. And that's the fact, is that I know who I am. I know what I am. I'm remembering what I'm supposed to do here. And I'm here because I chose to be here. And not only this young lady, but I had another friend of mine that I met through here, and I don't know if she wants me to use her name either, but we speak a lot on the phone. You know who you are. But you also reminded me that I chose to be here with memory totally erased. I'm awake to the fact that I know who I am as far as being a spirit being trapped here. And I understand that I'm here for a reason. I have had to learn lessons here, and I have learned some lessons here in this life as number one, being one of Jehovah, growing up in the Jehovah's Witness faith, man, that's hell on earth to start with. But I've had to deal with every imaginable thing you've had to deal with in a lifetime, from dealing with sick family, mental health issues, drug addiction, in and out of the penitentiary, physical, verbal, sexual abuse. Not me personally, not all of these things, but I've known of close family that I've had to deal with so much stuff. And being an adoptive parent I have 3 biological children, and I adopted a sibling group of 3 children. So at one time I was a single parent with 6 children. And in the beginning it was fun. It was Mama Monica with her little roll of 6 babies. It was wonderful. And I can say early on, my mindset is I can do this. I can do this. I felt like this was something that I was supposed to do. I just couldn't, I had to do this. So I adopted these children. And everything was great as long as those babies were little. We had so much fun. But when them suckers turned into teenagers, all hell broke loose. And it was rough. It was rough. And I still kept things afloat. But what Monica did is I started self-medicating. That little glass of wine after work turned into 2-3 bottles after work. Lots of stuff. And being a retired, what I did in my previous life before I retired is I was a social worker. And I worked with youth with mental health disorders and, to help bridge their families together and all of that. And I was very good at what I did. Employee of the year, all kinds of accolades. I did wonderful at that. But at home, my house, not early on, but when the kids got into those teenage years, things started falling apart. But we got through it some kind of way. And I used to kind of beat myself about that all the time. Because that is not the type of life I wanted for my children. But that's the way it turned out. And the more I wake up as to what's going on in this life, in this matrix, is everything that will happen was supposed to happen. And I was put here to figure out something, some life lesson that Monica needed to learn or to work through or to have the revelation or forgive myself for and forgive someone else for or something. That's what we all need to do. The Christ told us, number one, he told us, he said, do you not know that you are gods? And he also said, the same thing that I have. He asked our Father. The Christ asked our Father to make sure that we had what he had and more. Again, I'm excited about that. I'm getting off topic again. But anyway, guys, this is where Monica is again. This is folks who care. The ones who don't care, don't be looking at my channel if you don't if you're not interested. Again, this is just my journey, and those who are following me or on the same path with me, yay! We got this. We got this. But anyway, guys, till next time, I love you guys so much. And thank you again, my little sweet girl. You know who you are. Um, and also my other sweet girl. Mwah. Oh, y'all. Till later, my babies.